Okay, so today's video is going to be my January 2021 TBR. Yes, we shut the door in 2020 because that bitch was crazy. But this is a new year, and this itself is a refresher for everyone, or at least I hope it will be. The fact that it's just a new year. It doesn't mean everything's going to magically go back to normal, which I wish it would. But, you know, things are going to take time, things are going to take work, but it's still a new year. Yes, and we're gonna have a new president and a new Madam Vice President in the White House. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait. Let me tell you, things are gonna get better. I just know it. I have my faith in them that things are gonna get better. So, 2020 was crazy. It was very, very crazy. But we're here now in 2021. I do, unfortunately, even though this, this is a little bit of a feel-good moment, I do unfortunately have some bad news about one of my books that was supposed to come out in March. And I was going to make a whole video about it, but I don't think anybody would watch it. And I'm not saying that to be funny, I'm actually serious, because the views for the announcement of this book were really low. Like, that's the lowest views I've had in a long time. So I don't think making a video about it not coming out anymore would do any better. So I'm sneaking this in now, but I'm going to try to get through it very quickly. But Girls of Stories and Soul is not going to come out this year. And I know a lot of you are probably like, oh my gosh. And I know, and I understand, and I'm very sorry, but the book is done. Like, it's been done. It went through an editor, it came back to me, but it just does not feel right. There's something about this book right now that it's wrong. Like, there's something wrong, and I can't, in good faith, put this book out for you guys to purchase with your money, knowing that I don't feel okay with it, that it doesn't feel right. So I am gonna have to hold off on that. I don't know for how long, hopefully not that long. But as you guys know, whenever something like this happens, because this tends to happen, bad luck is like a pimple on my ass. You guys know I always stay ready with another plan just in case, and I did. So I am going to have another book coming out, and it is going to be middle grade. And I actually think we're going to put this out there into the universe. I actually think I might have 2 middle grade books come out this year. So here's hoping. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys were just really hoping for me to release a middle grade book because you guys loved Brave Like Lily, and you guys love The Library of Souls and The Carnival of Doom, and you guys have just been wanting more middle grade from me. And I know I disappointed some of you guys with wanting to come out with a YA book, but don't worry, because middle grade's coming. So the announcement and all that stuff will be coming soon, and everything will be gearing up for that. That stuff, everything's done with that. So I don't want to say things too soon, but like, there's not really much to worry about. So, a bitch stayed ready with the plan. But yeah, so that announcement will be coming very soon. And fucking freeway. Let's go ahead and get to this TBR. Yes, so I have 4 books to read this month that I'm really excited about. I've been walking every day since the end of August, so that's really good for me. I've lost a lot of weight, which I'm not really comfortable talking about that, to be honest with you. I'll just say that sometimes for me, like, weight like that's like a very personal thing, and I know a lot of people like make channels about it and all that, but that's personal to me. But I will say that I've lost a lot of weight, and I know a lot of you could tell because I've been told, and I have, but I've been walking every day, and I've been listening to audiobooks when I walk, and I went ahead and I downloaded Scribd, and I'm going to be using that to read some of the books that I have to show you guys today, because I did the trial for Scribd, and like nobody told me that like you could read like a lot of books, and that's not like a million, but like you could read a lot more than Audible. Like with Audible, you only get 1, and then you have to buy the other ones. With Scribd, I read like 5 audiobooks in a month. Huh? Yeah, so that that sounds too good to be true, and I know there might be some too good to be true in this thing, but so far I'm really enjoying the app. So the first book that I have to read is The ClockWORK CROW, and this is by Catherine Fisher, and this one is a wintry book. These are all winter books, so I made sure that everything was taking place in winter, because you guys know I'm a winter baby. I was born February 11th, and I always read winter books in December, January, and more, sometimes February. But I do like to read like wintry books during this time because it's winter. But this one came out in September. This is an ARC, and I didn't get to read it in September, unfortunately, but I'm reading it now, and the audiobook is on Scribd, so yes. And this one is actually, do you see that beautifulness right there? Like, can we just admire that? Do you see this? Let me tell you guys, that right there is a mental book orgasm to me. I know a lot of people love like gigantic books. Can't relate. But this, ooh, that catchphrase though. But I cannot relate to that. Look how thin that is. 179 pages. Just to me, that's a perfect size for a book. I don't know about you guys, but like I love short books. I do. So, and I know I put out short books, duh. But this one sounds really cool because this takes place in the Victorian era. It's about this little girl who goes to stay at this estate for the winter, and she finds out that a young boy there vanished, and he was supposedly taken by the Fae. And yes, queen to the Fae, because I love Spiderweb Chronicles, and I was really, really excited about this then, and I'm excited about it now. So I'm excited. Yeah, I think this is going to be really fun. But the next one is The League of Beastly Dreadfuls, and this is by Holly Grant. And I've had this book on my shelf for a while, but I saw the spine and I was like, let me see. This just sounds so wacky and crazy, and I'm just so excited about it. So the back of it right here says, warning, this book is chock full of dreadful things, calamity, evil plans, attack poodles, and is not suitable for nice little boys and girls. Take my advice, practice your posture instead. Yeah, so I think this is gonna be exciting, and I'm really excited about this. So yes, we got that one. And then we have two rereads for me right here, and the first one is Secrets of WINTERHOUSE by Ben Gooderson. I read WINTERHOUSE again last year, at the end of last year in December, and I love WINTERHOUSE, so I'm excited to reread this, even though I did read this in 2000. Did I read this in 2019? I think it was 2019. And I'm gonna go ahead and reread it because I read the first one, and I'm just like, why not read the sequel? And maybe even the third. But this is a sequel, so I can't say much. But WINTERHOUSE is about a young girl named Elizabeth Summers who goes to stay at this hotel, a mysterious hotel where there's magical things going on. There's evil villains, dark magic, there's puzzles, ciphers, and really cool things. And the sequel is really good, and I actually think I kind of forgot most of the stuff that happened, and that just makes it even better to go ahead and reread it. So I'm gonna be reading this on audio too. Yeah, but I actually think I have this on Audible still. Yeah, so we're gonna be reading this one on Audible. And then the last one right here is John Bellairs, obviously. This is The Dark Secret of WEATHEREND by John Bellairs, and this is the read-along selection for John Bellairs month, because it is John Bellairs month. This is every January is John Bellairs month, and this is where I celebrate my favorite author, John Bellairs, and I eat his favorite food, which is fried calamari, and I watch his favorite movie, which is The Lady Killers, and I listen to some of his favorite music. I know it's kind of weird, but like, I'm a fucking lunatic, and what do you expect? And I just like to feel the vibes of John Bellairs during this month, and then I always read a book. And I'm also going to be watching The House with the Clock as well. But this is the read-along selection. Now, I know a lot of you don't ever really participate in this because the books are hard to find. But I just make it a read-along anyway, just in case anybody wants to pick it up and discover a really good book. But this one takes place in the winter, and obviously, and this one takes place in 1950s. And this is about a young boy named Anthony Monday and his best friend Miss Els, who is an older lady. And I just love that whole like grandma grandson thing, like, and especially like grandfather grandson, 'cause I was really close with my grandpa, and like just that, like that's just like my everything. So what happens is they go to this mysterious estate, they pick something up from the ground which they shouldn't have, and they take it with them. And then some demonic force is released, and it is hell-bent on destroying the world by turning it into an icy wasteland. And it's scary. And it's actually pretty scary. And I love this one so much. And whenever I read this, I really feel like I'm sitting out in the snow reading this. It makes me feel like that. Like I'm reading some scary ass book just in the cold. And I just really love this book. But yeah, so if you haven't read this one, I would highly recommend it if you can get a hold of it. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, very sorry about Girls, Stars, and Fall, but like you're gonna get a book coming out soon. So like, it's like, but here's the books I will be reading. So excited about this. And I will see you guys next time with another video. Yeah, is that pretty much it? Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. All right. Bye.